Izzy, I have a question for you. If I was to give you pictures of stuff for the book, would you like to be the artist for the book for your brother, for his feet?
Mommy, the book of his feet are analysis.
No, like if I get pictures for your brother's book, the book about the club feet, would you like to be the artist, and then you can like use the filters and the fancy stuff to make the pictures look pretty? Like just make the pictures look pretty. You know how you like to play with the pictures and stuff?
Oh, you mean on a phone?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, then I'll give that to you as your job. You will be the artist.
All I need is a phone and those little pin thingies to go. All I need is
Okay. Well, then that'll be your job. It'll be a book by Michelle Fixit, and it will be drawn out by you, the Fiery Unicorn. Isabel the Fiery Unicorn? Okay. Sounds like a good idea, Izzy. Well, I don't know, because I don't know where my Georgetown and my 228 phone are. So, I don't have my 228. I don't know where my 228 is, and that's really bothering me. And so, Mommy has to find her 228, and Mommy also has to get some gas. So, we're going to go get some gas, just a little bit of gas, not a lot of gas, just some. And if we can find it.
They use the gas thing that's dripping or the gas tank.
I don't have any dripping gas.
In like the 40 or the 1/2.
I don't understand what you're saying, is it?
I mean like which one is the gas? Like on next to the speaker.
Oh, the gas is this one.
So the top one or the bottom?
This one right here.
Oh,
This one's the gas one.
okay, definitely needs to have gas.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want to run out of gas. Poppy had to go get gas for me.
So what's the top one for?
This one is for oil, and this one is for the battery, and this one is for the temperature of the radiator, which is what like the engine keeps everything cool. Because there's a lot of stuff that like flows through the engine in order to keep it cool. Yeah. So maybe I'll make a little video just for Izzy on how all that works while I'm pumping gas. Because I already made a video on how to pump gas. Okay?
Okay.
So just remind me
Relaxing, a little more praying, and a whole lot of country music like this. K99 Country.
I never stay in one place too long. The dirt road singing me a siren song. I gotta find a field. I need to spin my wheels. I gotta hang around for 4 wide tires, and I can't help it's the
Alright guys, this is where, not my earliest memories, but a few of my memories start. This is Brown Road. This is where the story of Michael and Michelle starts. I lived over here. Let's see how far I can get you guys. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn around. I find a place to turn around. Not where all these little houses are. It was a trailer park.
Would it be Poppy's land?
Nope. This is where Mommy was. Mommy was in kindergarten. We're kindergarten. And I like this driveway. Really, really like this driveway. It's a driveway that anyone could do. Very good driveway. So, let's drive around for a second. It's weird to see such fancy houses. Alright, so this is where I lived. Nature has kind of taken it over. The caution lights on. So, when I was in kindergarten, sometime before kindergarten, this was a trailer park. And there was remnants of a pool or something, I remember. And all of it started right over there. No, because it's all like woodsy and stuff. So maybe I should get my Jeep down here and take my Jeep out and drive my Jeep through here. But basically, there was a trailer park here, and this is where Mommy first met Mommy's first ex-husband, my oldest child's father, because I was here, and he was living. The houses that were here aren't even here anymore. He was on this one. He lived in the front part of the trailer park. So a long time ago, there were a bunch of trailers here. See how much of the road is still here. Literally, people are dumping on the road. This used to be a bunch of trailers. Can't go any further. Maybe I can. I don't know. So this is Memory Lane. This is where the story of Michael and Michelle started. Memory Lane. Off of Brown Road. Used to be a bunch of trailers. Used to be a bunch of trailers sitting out here. And
Wait, what is that up ahead?
I don't know, but I am not going that way because we're gonna get stuck. So there are a bunch of trailers here, and this is where a breakdown of one relationship was, because there was a dad here, not my dad, their dad. So their dad was here, and their dad, like my dad, or my mom mom was just a single mom trying to get through life, and somehow my first little crush was here. The little popcorn trees. And a cast on an arm.
What do you call it? Popcorn?
Because when the things flower, they look like little popcorns. And this is a magnolia tree. This is remnants of a magnolia tree we're driving past. So nature is kind of taken over. They moved all the trailers out, evidently. This used to be where people could try to get a start, and it doesn't seem like we have any little trailer parks or any little spots for people that are just trying to use their tax money to buy a house and a piece of land. And at least you used to be able to buy a trailer and get a piece of land. And look, it was 12 acres. And it's been sitting here, just sitting, doing nothing. And it used to be a little safe haven for people that were misfits trying to find their way. I don't know. That's the story. That's where the story of Michael and Michelle starts. And eventually, like, Michael and Michelle, you know, Michael moves off to Van Cleve. Michelle ends up moving over to Ocean Springs. And somehow, by some twisted little fate, Michael and Michelle meet up again, because Michelle always remembered her first little crush, the boy with the cast on his arm. And little tow truck that was out there on the land. And the banana spider that was so scary and just dangerous. I'll have to do a little video on what a banana spider is, because that was super duper scary. And ironically, like, Michael's cousins, they were bad. They were out there, and they were like catching snakes and putting them in buckets and like shaking them up and having snakes pop out in people's faces. And then like they even found baby mama snake, and they took all the babies out and they scattered them on the street. Like they did all this weird, not nice stuff. And those are some of the reasons why, you know, I was scared of snakes for a long time, because like there were just snakes always in the road, and like they were putting them in people's mailboxes. They were just doing all this cuckoo bird stuff. And I have vivid memories of that. And, you know, and then I remember that, like, you know, Michael changed his name whenever he went to school, because there was another Michael in class, and I never remembered his name, even though he was my first little crush. And it was kind of weird, because, like, I remembered the Michael because it was the female of my name, or the male of my name, but I never remembered the rest of it. And it wasn't until years later, when I was in high school, and like some Van Cleve guy was dating one of my boyfriend's parents' friend's daughter, and they were together, and like, you know, man oh man, were they grumpy together, because one was always yelling at the other one, causing all these issues, blah 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 blah. And it was their first little love story. And I just sat there and like watched it, and I was just like, man, you two are just like so not good together. And I don't know, somehow when he got cleaned up and I was driving around one day in an orange shorts shirt, one thing led to another, and a romance blossomed. Because he was in a different vehicle, saw him as a different person. He's like, hey, I ran off and joined the military. And I got a different truck, because he used to be a Mazda guy. And then, like, I was like, what? On the road, my 93 Bubble Caprice, and some little S10 starts revving his engine. He's like, vroom, vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom, vroom. And I'm like, what? Like, roll down my window, old-fashioned style. And I look at him, what's the deal, dude? And he's like, hey, it's me. Insert my name. And I'm like, oh, what the heck? I don't even recognize you. You got your hair cut, you're in a different truck. Like, you were in a car, and now you're in a little baby truck, little S10. And he's like, like, hey, let's go to the bowling alley. And that's how that love story started. Because I was just in a bad mood, driving around, trying to feel all scandalous in a shirt that I made. So yeah, that's how that story started. It started with a Caprice and an S10. I am using that charger right now for that. The other charger doesn't have a tip for it. So now I'm going to put some gas in the truck and you guys can just listen to some music. Izzy, do you want to entertain people? Or do you want me to just have the camera facing the other way? You need a USB-C for that. You do. You need a USB-C for that. My phone is getting charged here, and so I don't have a different tip for that. So do you want to talk to the people, or do you want them to talk to the trees? All right, so you guys are going to talk to the trees. What? They're going to stare at the trees and listen to music. What? Do you want them to look at the trees or do you want them to look at you? What? Oh, you're just going to talk to them? Or do you want to listen to music? All right.
Knocking back, knocking back, knocking back, knocking back, still move, still move, still move, still move. 'Cause if he ain't ever coming back, I'ma need some whiskey glasses. 'Cause I don't wanna see the truth. Just wanna make it out on the couch right now with someone else. Yeah, I'ma need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through.
Today's hottest country and all-time favorites is Brooke Taylor, the sweet, sweet sound of you winning $1,000.
country at his Bobby Wells. Tomorrow morning at 7:20, we're going to play a round of the Bobby Feud, the top reality competition shows of all time. Can you name all 10? Bronze. We're back. Hope to see you then. The Bobby Bone.
Gonna stomp my boots in the Georgia mud. Gonna watch you let me fall in love. Get up on the hood of my daddy's tractor. Up on the toolbox, it don't matter. Down on the tailgate, girl, I can't wait to watch you do your thing. Shake it for the yellow, sitting in the honky tonks. For the rednecks, rockin' till the break of dawn.
See, why are you sad, Cat?
Because I want to be with Miss Melissa.
Okay, well, you're spending time with Mommy, and you're going to learn how to do some work. Because all you're doing over there at your grandparents' house is watching TV. And how are you supposed to learn? You are. How are you supposed to learn stuff if all you do is sit and watch TV? You need to be louder because I can't hear you.
I'm swimming.
You're only swimming every now and then. It's like every time I go over there, you're laying on the sofa, you're watching TV, you're not learning anything, you're not interacting with people. You have to learn how to be a working cat. What? You don't want to be like me. Why? So what do you want to do? Okay, well, in order for us to be able to do the not working stuff, like the fun stuff, we have to work. We have to work, and then we have to do fun stuff. And right now, the Trailblazer is not good. Her emissions code is on, and she needs to have her emissions codes fixed. And her emissions is only good until October, and Mommy's registration is out. Like, so, you know, technically you're breaking the law right now. Mommy doesn't like that. And so we have to work on, one, cleaning out the truck so that way you can have a phone to use so that you can be able to communicate with Sissy if Sissy wants to communicate with you, which we're trying that. And I gave Sissy your number, and, you know, I'm trying to do the best that I can do with this whole situation and all of its stuff. And you know, Poppy is sad cat, and so we want to help Poppy, and Melissa is sad cat, and everybody's a sad cat, and so we have to just try to be happy cats. Because if we can't be, she doesn't seem very happy. Does she seem happy to you?
You don't have to smile to be happy.
Smiles are the way that people see that you're happy. If you're not smiling, then you're probably not happy.
Sometimes people are happy in the inside, but other people make them feel like they can't be happy in the outside because you're forcing them to smile because you want them to be happy.
Well, I want everyone to be happy. I mean, you don't have to walk around with a happy smile on your face, but you know, if you're working hard and you're getting grumpy at something, then, you know, anger towards things that you care about sometimes is a little bit justified. I don't think that you have to smile to be happy either. Like, I'm not smiling right now, but I'm happy. But when you're yelling at people, then it makes it seem like you're not happy with them. It's a lot of big grown-up questions in this world that we're in right now. This world that we're in, that everybody lives in. I think everyone feels like they're a little out of this world. And I think everyone feels a little sad. You need to be louder, I can't hear you.
That's what everyone thinks.
Everyone thinks what? But we're not lost forever. We're not lost forever.
Ocean might take me, but this is still God's will.
I think so too. And I think that hard work shows that you care, you have a reason to exist. Mommy has always said it, where when you have children, they give you a reason to live. They give you a reason for your heart to pump blood. They give you a reason for your lungs to take in oxygen. Every single thing that I did from the day that your sissy was born until now has been for her, for you, and then your brother. Everything. Because I love you guys. And I want you to be happy, but I also want you to know that happiness isn't free, and we have to work hard to be happy and to keep happiness. And right now there's just too many big people problems and not enough little people problems, and the little people are the babies and the children and the people that are just trying to figure out how to keep going, because everything seems so messed up that like it doesn't even matter if you try, and if you stop trying you stop caring, and then if you stop caring you stop doing anything right, and then like you're just in trouble, because everyone has to have a reason to do things. My reason is you guys. Yeah. Why?
Because whenever Sissy or someone else said, "What do you want?" on the phone, it made me feel like that no one cared about us. By us, I mean the world.
People don't seem like they care, but they do care. Every day that we keep working hard and we start trying to talk to each other instead of using our yelling voices, and we start actually using our talking voices, and we figure out what the actual problem is. That's what Mommy does. That's why Mommy likes machines and houses and animals and babies and children, because for me, it's really easy to sit there and listen to a squeak or a noise or see where water's coming in, and it's simple math. Like once you guys start getting older and you won't just tell me stuff because people are starting to teach you to not talk, then like I get really upset. Yes, Isabel.
Sometimes whenever I like to go swimming, I like to do what I like to do. But sometimes other people try to make other people feel sad. And it's not fair to either one of us, but all I want to do right now is see my sissy just cry into my
And then what? Cry until you're what? Gone? You don't feel like you belong?
I don't feel like I belong like here right now. I feel like I belong just to the ocean.
Well, you belong with Mommy, and Mommy loves you with all of her heart, and you are an older sister and a younger sister, and you are right in the middle of everything. And so people are going to try to say or do whatever they're going to do, and all we can do is just keep moving forward. That's all we can do.
And why do you always give your time to Charlie most of the time and not much time to
To the world, baby, I am one person.
and do you know what I mean by the world?
So you think that you're the center of the world?
That everyone deserves just a little love.
I love everyone. I love everyone, but I love you, your sissy, and your brother most of all. Period.
Or whenever Charlie gets into most of the you tell me not to. Charlie gets all the women.
Charlie gets all the what?
Women.
Charlie's a baby. Mommy has to spend the most time with him because he's a baby and he's going to hurt himself. And mommy is trying to make sure that since he was screaming and upset the first part of his life and just so unhappy because he had pain that he couldn't even express because it was so bad. Mommy's trying to make sure that Charlie has the best little baby life that he can have.
This is what I feel right now.
No, I understand. I'm trying to talk to you about what you're feeling right now. But, you know, there's times where we can talk about stuff and there's times where we can't talk about stuff. But if it's something big and important and stuff, then we definitely can always talk about it. And right now, I think there's a lot of big, important stuff that we do need to talk about. I'm letting you be yourself, but if you were left to your own devices, you would just sit, watch TV, swim, and never learn to do anything. And you have to learn how to do things because mommy's jobs, daddy's jobs, everybody's job, everyone has a job. And if all we do is play and stay in a fantasy world, then nothing gets done. And then the people that, you know, are addicted to working, which is like me and other people, then all we do is work and we never have any time to do any fun stuff. And then we have to convince ourselves that working is fun or working is fun. And so everybody needs to find the job that is super duper fun for them. So like, since you like the water so much, then you could work on doing your homeschooling and stuff. And then maybe we could end up getting an aquarium. And then you can learn about how to take care of the fish in the aquarium. And then you can learn about all the different types of the fish. And then you can learn how, you know, bad guys, which is like, you know, temperature or like pollutants or like fishermen, you can find out how many times, you know, one fish has babies. And you can do the math and figure out like, okay, well, if we take too many of the fish, then there's not going to be enough fish. And so we have to make sure that there are baby fish to be able to like continue to have these fishies be alive. Because otherwise the fishies die.
I don't think you understand what I mean by be like in the water.
Okay,
I
well,
like
what about the
swimming.
water? Swimming. Well, then you could learn how to be a really good swimmer, and you could be a swimmer that goes and swims faster than other people. Or you could end up learning how to swim really well with a fin on, and they have girls and boys that play mermaid all day. And then you would be able to make monies, and you would be able to buy fishtails and be a little Ariel, a real life Ariel, because you already have the red hair. But you know how you have to do that? You have to work hard to learn how to do stuff, to be able to do that thing that you really want to do. So why don't you remind me when we're back at the hotel, because you're not going to do any more time with, you know, Melissa and Poppy by yourself because they have grown-up stuff and it's not appropriate. And then maybe you can like learn on the computer how to do that kind of stuff, and tell me that you need to take like a personality test, because when I was in high school they had us do a personality test, and I think we should do personality tests every year for children to find out where their goals are and what they want to do, and that way they can start working towards their goals of becoming a mermaid or becoming a swimmer or becoming a marine biologist. Okay?
I'm a maid.
All right. Now I'm going to get some gas. Okay? Okay. I totally got to trim my nose hairs. No one's perfect. Everyone's got a little something bad. You guys enjoy the music.
FM. It's Brooke Taylor, and sometimes you just need somebody else to say something for you to hear it correctly, right? Well, let me say this. Our daily quote today says you can mute people in real life too. That is called boundaries. If you want to hear that quote again, I got it up on my Instagram stories. You can find it there at Brooke Radio. Oceans Behavioral Hospital is passionate about helping individuals experiencing depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, behavioral changes, and other mental health issues.
Have concerns? Go to oceansbiloxi.com. Oceans Behavioral Hospital, Biloxi.
Thank you for calling Navy Federal Credit Union. How can I help you?
Hi, if I'm in the Army, not in the Navy, am I still eligible for membership?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're going to have to go to the coffee shop because I'm wondering if my cards got cut off. I've almost burned out the gas that my dad put in the truck, and I have to go buy it. So hopefully I don't run out of gas on my way to my dad's house, or my dad's shop. Try to call husband cat again and see if he can figure out what's going on.
So customers more cost effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too...
What is he?
The call is at the gas stop. Press that. Yep.
I know, this is your phone. You have it set up weird. No, this is not a...
Oh, sorry.
Izzy, I got it. Thank you. No, you don't have anything to be sorry about, baby. You were trying to help. So that's the sensitive stuff. Like, I'm just using a regular tone with you, and it's because right now I really have to pee. So I'm uncomfortable. My head hurts. I don't have much gas. I have a lot of variables working against me. And so I'm being a little shorter with what I'm saying, but I'm not trying to be rude or hurt your feelings at all. It's more so that I'm just trying to get to the root of the problem. And your daddy cat is not answering the call, so that's very frustrating. So I have to call him on another line. And your brother needs to eat. There's a lot of variables going on right now because mommies and daddies have lots and lots of stuff going on in their minds. And so sometimes when we're like trying to be a little shorter, it's because we don't want to be mean to you because we have other things going on outside of the issues that you guys have going on. What happens if our cards don't work and we're on travel and we don't have spare cash? I mean, I don't like using cash because I like having receipts and transactions. But what happens when cash goes away? All the people that use cash because they need to use cash because they don't have bank accounts, those people suffer. So these are real issues. Just saying. And then what happens if you can't get a hold of somebody to get them to fix the question? Because for some reason, husband cat is not answering the call. So I'm going to have to either use cash or use my business card to be able to do stuff because I don't know what's going on with the cards.
No, this is K99 Country. K99 Country. Back to what we're all here for. The best music in the
have bites.
I want some bites too.
Well, of course you're gonna have bites.
Okay, probably catch up.
Mommy has money. It's just for some reason mommy's cards aren't working. Well, sometimes when you go on travel, your cards get cut off, and that's why like it's really good when you have cash. That's why Poppy always tells Mommy that she needs to keep cash. But then if people are trying to get rid of cash, then like Mommy would have stuff that doesn't even work, and then Mommy would be completely dependent on computers, which Mommy is not comfy with being completely dependent on computers. And now Mommy is going the wrong way. Hi Daddy, it's Michelle. I was just calling to see if you wanted some bites from Wendy's. I'm gonna grab some for you just in case. I'll go to the shop. Love you, bye. Because when everybody's sitting there getting grumpy at everybody else, nobody's taking care of anybody. So I don't even know if my daddy cat dog has had any food. So I have to make sure he eats.
And you'll probably say that you had some food.
Yeah, that's what Mommy says too.
I need food. Just because I have food, so it doesn't mean that.
You're home for the Bobby Bone Show, K99 Country.